I always like to concentrate, because if I give my full concentration on something, then I can completely do that work. I usually concentrate by reducing the sound pollution, especially which distracts me a lot, especially the sound pollution. So I try to find a particular place. Definitely, it has to be silent, and then I try to focus on my work.
Come to the speaking test. This is International English Language Testing System taking place at IELBUZZ Subidbazar. I am Masud Ahmed. I will take your 4 tests on speaking. You know there are 3 parts in speaking. I would like to start with part 1. In part 1, I will ask you some questions relating to your personal details. And afterwards, I would like to move on part 2, where I will provide you a cue card in a particular topic. You can have 1 minute for your preparation. And in the final phase or part of your speaking, I will ask you some descriptive questions relating to your cue card part. So, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, let's talk about yourself. What's your full name, please?
My full name is Zubair Hussain.
What should I call you?
Basically, my family members and my well-known friends prefer to call me by my nickname, and I also like that. So you may address me as Khalid.
All right. Do you have any special meaning regarding the name that you have?
If I include my full name, including my nickname, it does mean like that, Zubair Hussain Khalid. But I don't know exactly all of the meanings of my name. But I know one meaning. That's in Japanese language, Zubair means love. So I like that a lot.
Who kept your name?
Actually, it is combined. My parents and my grandfather actually kept my name.
Do you think the meaning of a name reflects one's personality?
I don't think so, because I think that one's personality actually reflects him more valuable than the actual meaning of the name.
Okay, let's talk about another topic. Do you like to concentrate?
Definitely yes.
All right. How do you concentrate on a task?
So it helps me to concentrate.
Do you think in your home, when you practice for your study, it's really difficult for you to make full concentration on your study?
Of course not. Actually, I live in a family, and I have more rooms in my house, and I feel comfortable there because there is no noise, and also there is not actually children who make sound as well. So
is it possible, or is it easier for any person to do 2 tasks in a similar time with 100% effectiveness?
Sorry, sir, could you repeat that question?
Do you think that it's quite easier for an individual to do 2 tasks in a similar time with 100% effectiveness?
Definitely not. It depends on the people, but as far as I know, all classes people are not able to do that, because being concentrated on 2 things, it's completely difficult for them.
What sort of complications may arise from a particular task if anyone would like to do 2 tasks in a similar time?
According to my opinion, the lack of experience and the lack of skill may distract them from concentrating on the 2 tasks at the same time with 100% perfection.
All right. Thank you so much. That's the end of your part 1. Now, I would like to move on part 2. In part 2, I would like to provide you a topic where you need to have 60 seconds to make notation. If you want to, you can make notes as well as you can think about. And after my instruction, you should start your speaking until I instruct you to stop. Are you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Okay, you should start your speaking until I instruct you to stop.
Okay. Thank you. Now we are living in modern technological era, and it is actually becoming more easier and actually more common in our society, as well as the country, to use several types of technology. But here I'd like to talk about something different, that I also like to use several parts of the technology, including the websites and other sources. But right now I'm going to explain about one technological site that I definitely dislike to use, and I have decided to stop using that. Okay, the site, this is an application of digital technology, and the application name is Facebook. And many people say that actually this is the most wanted and actually most popular browsing site in the world. But I actually find particularly unusual nowadays, because actually I knew about this application when I started using mobile phone for the first time in 2017. The time I got a new mobile phone, and I knew about that from my friends and the relatives, that actually this app is familiar and well known for each other. And by browsing this application, many people can know about the current news and situation, and also any kind of things they can watch with live podcast, as well as if they misses any classes and if they get any extra ideas about any lesson, they can actually browse it, and they can search their favorite tutor there. So this kind of thing further I started using, but nowadays I have seen that actually a lot of differences has been created. Especially nowadays, actually many people are, I mean, boosting their pages with unconscious and unawareness. With unawareness, I mean title as well as the thumbnails. Actually, and I have noticed that actually many people browse internet and a lot of, I mean, it now it is becoming a matter of wasting time. I find that it is a matter of wasting time because I waste a lot of time and I don't find like previous time particularly something. And as well as nowadays a lot of fake news are spreading too much and many people are believing that, and also they are being, I mean, they are in threatened in the
Thank
society.
you so much,
Yes,
Jubair.
sir. Yes, sir.
So now we would like to move on the final part of the speaking test where I will ask you some descriptive questions related to your cue card part. So are you ready for that?
Yes, I'm ready for
All
that.
right, let's talk about computer games, right? Do you think nowadays most of the kids are getting addicted to using computer games?
Of course, I think so. As far as my opinion, then I have noticed that many children are addicted on using computer as well as playing more online games because
What are
nowadays,
the drawbacks of having computer games for the long time in terms of the
uh,
children?
well, there are uncountable drawbacks of using too much. I mean, computer as well as playing too much games. Nowadays, parents are too busy with their own work. That's why they decide to give computer or other, I mean, technological device to their children. But this actually leading their wrong way. I mean, I mean, reducing their focus from education. They're reducing their focus from primary education as well as basic knowledge, which they need to earn right now. So actually, they are distracting as well as they are losing their physical fitness too.
All right. What are the consequences or the demerits of not having too much time for the kids from the parents nowadays? And do you have any instance in front of you that you can explain?
I can explain one thing actually. I know that this is now, I mean, modern world parents are busy as I mentioned earlier, but in for a children, I mean, in term of a children, if they want to make the children as a perfect person, they must give him proper time. They must give him the primary education before going to the school, like how to behave with others, how to maintain time.
Difficult for Is it difficult for those of the parents who are working men or women, and it's really hard for them to um, give some sort of time for the kids? What do you think?
I don't think that it is difficult for them because I mean, parents, especially a person, a men and women,